This is EDM rant. This is a EDM rant.
Yo, this is EDM Me with A Smith ranting on about illegal raves. Now, I want you guys to understand that I'm all for illegal raves. Also, I want you guys to understand that I do understand where the police come from. Not all of them. Some of them are great. I've met some real good police when I've been at my raves myself. They are excellent. They help you out. They let you through. They just sit on their job. They don't care. They want, look, like, to be fair, yeah, right, we could get some in trouble, but the fact is, yeah, like, that is, they know that is the best way to make the party move on because there's so many people there. And then obviously you get the ones which I call the fucking steroid up ones, ones that are controlling. They want it to be how they want it. So that's when the right police come in, and that's when the fighting starts, which is bad because no one's there really for fighting. Well, except the police when they come. They're there basically knowing that there's going to be a fight coming off. But this is exactly what I'm trying to get to. Like, why do we have to be stopped to dance? It seems like when the ancient people used to dance around fires, yeah, they used to have their own little bloody raves, you know what I mean? And we can't have our own raves dancing around our fire, which is the rig, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's because the government try and control us, even through little things like that, just dancing, yeah, they want to control us. Like, everybody's always going to go against it and they're always going to try, but the fact is, why can't they just let us? Now, we're supposed to be equal in every right, yeah, but that doesn't feel like it on this earth that we're living in. It feels like there's no meaning. Like, you get up, you work, you pay your taxes, you come home, you eat, you go to sleep, you get up, you work, you know what? And they want you to go out to the clubs here because they think that is the best way for you to let off steam. But the fact is, yeah, that when you put an alcohol into a person, it reacts into effect of anger. It releases chemicals that makes anger in your brain, and you don't know that. You don't know that you're going to be that kind of person, and you wake up most of the time in a cell or something, not knowing that you did it because of that reaction of too much alcohol into your system. Now, I understand. Well, the raves that I've been to, like, I have seen a couple of little fights, but they're little fights. They just end because everybody jumps in. The only big fights I've seen is when riot police come down and it just goes on forever and they just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And that's what I'm on about. Like, why can't we be free? Why can't we be let to our own accord to have to dance? Like, alright, we might be in a field, or, to be honest, some places they're in abandoned places, like abandoned army bases or no one's using them, but they still make it that it's trespassing. But the fact is, yeah, right, what is that kind of rule? Yeah, oh yeah, basically the government have left this base just sitting there doing nothing for years. There's nothing in it, and then they say it's trespassing. The fact is, yeah, right, what? It'd be trespassing if there was people living there doing their own shit, living. I'm not saying that it's right for people to just go into places if they're abandoned because they know it. But these people are just going in, they're going to dance, they're going to fuck off, and it's government property that they know that's not going to be used for years because it's an old army base from the war. It's just, but once again, like, being attacked, being drug searched and being abused, like back in the old days when there was actual in massive raves, like stupid, for 30,000 30,000 or more, the Sun got hold of it, and I mean, like, they say that it was pills on the floor, and these were from confetti. But even if it was pills, like at the end of the day, yeah, like you gotta accept that when dancing comes, drugs comes. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna be all angry people like running around fighting, because that's not what drugs are. And I guess that's what the government understand, because they understand that alcohol isn't that. And when you have alcohol, it does react to make you a bad person. Like this, like people say alcohol makes you speak the truth, do the truth, but that's sometimes what you hold back. You hold back on the true person you are. You shouldn't do that all the time, but sometimes you have to. When you have bit like thoughts about hurting someone because they're pissing you off and you don't do it, you hold back on that shit. But that's what alcohol makes you not, and it makes you not hold back on these thoughts. Where drugs, them thoughts don't even go through your brain. You don't even have them thoughts. They're not even there. See, this is what I'm saying. Why are we, the youth, well, not so much youthy anymore, me, but why is the youth being so attacked for living, for experience life that is not that stupid ant life, 9 to 5 all the time, doing the same shit, paying like minimum wage? I mean, that's ridiculous, stupid stuff like minimum wage. Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, minimum wage? Like, okay, at the end of the day, yeah, that's just putting you at the pile at the bottom, right? Yeah, at the bottom. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's stupid. Like, you think you can live on this? The amount the like council taxes and stuff like that. People want to get away, and they want to get away for free, and that's what raves do. And yes, I've seen people there from the age of 40, from the age of 50, from the age of 30, 25, 19, and yeah, alright, fair play, 12, 13, 14. But we're all there for the same reason, to get away, to dance. And then when the government show up with their dogs, we don't like that. Why should they be there? They shouldn't be there. So I was like, they sit out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, come on, you telling me that raves are always near houses? Are they? Nah, they're not. You're being attacked all the time. We're being attacked all the time, and it's ridiculous. But basically, this is the end of my rant, and I want you guys to think, if you think my points are stupid, if you think my points are good, just comment me. Try and get 20 likes. That would be awesome. It helps me out, trust me. Like, this is the first time I'm going to do it, and I will get a radio station going when I get the funding. But this is EDM Me, this is Illegal Waves rant. I'm hoping that people will like this. Thanks again. This is A Smith, DMP. Whoop.
This is EDM rant. This is a EDM rant.